Hey everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day today. I've got my girl Kaylee with me, getting some hold time in with her before I actually start pairing her off. But today we are going to just kind of do a day of reflection. So stick around. I'm Jack. This is Python Addiction. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. I have my girl Kaylee with me. Just getting in some hold time with her before I start actually pairing her up. As once I start the pairing process, I don't hold on to them that much or as much to give them the best opportunities for success when it comes to actually breeding and producing their little babies. So she's getting some hold times and handles and cuddles with Daddy today. But today is kind of a reflective day to kind of reflect on everything over the course of the past year with Python Addiction, a little bit with myself, and where things are going in the future. So, an overall reflection, I think that we've had a very successful year. 9 clutches. Did learn a little something when it comes to the breeding process for the colubrids. Learning that I can't use the vermiculite to do the incubation for them, that I might be better off using the perlite for them particularly because they're going into the mixture instead of like the ball python eggs, which stay above the mixture. So it's a little bit of a learning process on that side of things. One of the biggest things that I have really enjoyed this year has been getting involved with actually hosting a reptile show with my friend Tim. That has been an absolute wonderful experience. We hosted 3 shows this year and learned something from each show as far as making the next show better. So that's been a huge opportunity and something that I'm looking forward to continuing to do going forward. And with the show front, I'm also looking at visiting a couple of shows, maybe not to sell, but at least to visit and get some more exposure to all of you guys. Going to a couple of the more national shows in the next year or two. So that's definitely planned or in the works planning wise. And it's a little bit harder for me to plan living alone, having all of these snakes, having the dogs, breeding my own rodents. It's a process, let me tell you. And I learned back in September when I was in the hospital for a few days just how much of a process it actually is. I was in the hospital for a blood clot in my leg and in my lungs, and having to have my friend take care of those responsibilities was definitely not something they were expecting. So it was definitely something that I learned that I have to kind of have things in place a little bit more for if I need to leave for a couple of days or a week or whatever to do a show. And looking at more of the other side of the coin to where if something actually happens to me long term or God forbid I pass away, what happens to my animals? Where are they going? And that's something that I had to really, really think about this year and process. And that was not easy, but it's something that needed to be done. But I'm in a better place with that now, so I'm definitely happy on that side of things. Other things that I've been happy about is overall the channel and the growth. No, I did not meet my goal of 1,000 subscribers back at the end of September or August or whatever month that I did the original um, thing, the original video for. But I'm not disappointed at the overall channel growth. I appreciate everyone who has supported me so far in this whole process, as that's what this channel is all about, is my journey in the breeding aspect of things, in growing the channel itself, in this whole process. Is that's what this it's literally the whole purpose of this channel, is to share that whole process with all of you. As I know some of you may be looking at getting into breeding, and you guys need to see some of the struggles that we go through and also understand some of why we do it, the rewards that come with what we do. But at the same time, also understanding some of the expenses, or that we need this, we need that. Learning from what I've made mistakes on, type of thing, is a great way, and other people with their channels taking all of that into course. You looking like you want a kiss. You want a kiss? Nose boops. How's that? She's just a doll. She just loves to hang out. But those are a lot of the reflective things that I wanted to kind of go over today, was to reflect on a lot of the successes, some of the things that I've learned, and to say thank you to all of you. And at the same time, I also wanted to put a very special shout out today to a person who wants to remain anonymous, but I told them that I would still be saying something in this video. So you know who you are. I wanted to say thank you to the individual who has been doing all of the captioning for the channel so far. It means so much that you volunteer your time to do that for me, so that I can then edit all of the videos and finalize captions to produce captions for all of my viewers that need the captions, and to create that accessibility. Me being deaf, it's hard for me to go through and do an edit on a video if I can't understand what I'm saying, because I can't hear what I'm saying. And some people ask, why don't I sign during my videos? I'm not fluent. And that's one of the real big reasons why I'm not signing, is I'm still learning a little bit. I'm not comfortable with the signing aspect and voicing when I'm in my own home environment. I have a couple of tools that help me to make sure that I keep my volume level when I'm speaking at a non-shouting level. So there's many different aspects, but when it comes to me being able to edit videos, I can't hear what I'm saying to find some of the right cuts when I'm doing some of the cuts. And this individual goes through the entire process of, I'll do an AI caption for them, submit them the audio, submit them that captioning for that initial transcript, and they painstakingly go through and make sure that it's word for word exactly what I say. And that's helpful for me and for many deaf individuals to have an accurate actual caption versus a AI generated it's good enough type of caption. So I wanted to give that very special shout out to that individual. Like I said, they wish to remain nameless, but you know who you are. You watch the channel through my script or through my transcripts every single week. and it's greatly, greatly appreciated. Also, wanted to do a shout out to my friend Toby and say thanks for all of your support and everything that you do when it comes to being kind of my ear for a lot of things and my sounding board sometimes. It is truly appreciated. And that is all in the spirit of the holidays. That is all in the spirit of today's whole topic. Uh, Reviewing and kind of just looking back on everything for the course of the last year. So again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and click that notification icon while you're at it. I do videos at least once a week. I am looking at working things out to do it more, but again, those things are still in the works. But until next time, I'm Jack. This is Kaylee here. She's kind of moving away now. You've been watching Python Addiction.